So today on Free Heel Training, we're going to take a look at some EarPro. People have asked me about generally safety equipment, type of safety equipment that you use on the range and that you can use in your everyday life on this channel. And this is one of those things that kind of falls in the background. People don't really talk about a lot. So I figured it'd be nice to show you guys some of the stuff that I use on a regular basis for ear protection, whether I'm shooting videos or I'm at work or just walking around in my everyday life. So the thing that I carry all the time is just a pair of 3M earplugs on a little cord. It just comes with this plastic cord and the plugs on the end. These work pretty well for incidental hearing protection. Let's say I'm out with my friends who are like, hey, we should go over to the range, or you should go shoot this gun in my backyard, yada, 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 yada. I can always have EarPro on me. Now these you can see I have attached to a little keychain with a clip on it, and the reason for that is they stay in the pocket of my coat, and this attaches onto the pepper spray that I keep in my pocket. So this just is kind of always on me in the winter and fall and spring and whatnot. Really useful for that. They come with a little round case, but of course everybody loses that. The next one that I always have with me, I can keep these in all the little kits and stuff that I have, are these little DesaGuard earplugs. Most people don't know how to use this type of little earplug, so we're going to do a quick tutorial right now on these. See, with earplugs like this, you don't squeeze it and then shove it into your ear, because then it won't actually negate as much sound. What you want to do is warm it up if it's the winter time, like it is right now where I'm at, and then you roll it in your fingers, and that uniformly reduces the size of the earplug. Now you keep rolling it until you get it down a little smaller than a Tootsie Roll, and you can see it compared to the size that it starts at. It gets pretty small, but it doesn't pinch the edges. It doesn't create any folds in the material. And then you put this into your ear, and once it gets in your ear, it starts expanding back out, and that's how you properly use these types of little disposable earplugs. Now the great thing about these is they come in an enormous box, so you can just throw a box of them in the back of your car, and you can take some of them out and like throw it in a jacket pocket or in little first aid kits or wherever else you might want them. I keep a bunch of these in my rifle bag at work, so if we have to dispatch a deer or something, I can always have EarPro with me, and then when I'm done with them, I can just throw them away. There's no having to deal with a little case or where they're at or any of that. There's two types of ear muffs that I use generally. These are Peltor tactical ear muffs. What they are is a pretty low noise reduction ear muff. It does a fairly good job at noise reduction. If you were going to do a search warrant or something, you want to be able to hear but not get flashbanged as bad. These are great. I used these for a little while when I was on SWAT. They were a nice addition to the equipment that we already had for that purpose, because we weren't issued ear protection with electronics in them. They're fairly cheap. I'll put links to all these things down below, and you just kind of click them on, and you can turn them all the way up, and it actually makes the noise from outside that's not gunfire louder inside the earmuff. They're good for training days at the range because you can hear the instructor really well, and you can put plugs in and then muffs on top, and you'll still hear the range instruction, but you'll get a lot of noise protection from the gunfire, which is really nice. The downside with these is they do have a tendency to flip themselves on. There isn't really a system that keeps them from flipping themselves on, and they take AAA batteries that you have to replace by pulling the inside of the muff out. You can see here, you got to kind of disassemble it to change the batteries. Kind of a pain in the butt, but for the price, they work fairly well. You can see what kind of problems I have putting them all back together again. And then if I'm going to do big Magnum revolvers or 12 gauge slugs on an indoor range, you've seen me do product review videos, armor review videos and stuff. I'll be wearing these. These are from Pro Faux Show. I didn't name them. That's what they're called, but these are earmuffs, and they claim 34 decibels of noise reduction, which is pretty impressive if you give that. It's like an exponential increase in noise reduction for every number of decibel reduction that the EarPro gives you. And these do a really, really good job. They're apparently were originally designed for like everyday wear by people with disabilities that are very like sensitive to noise, like little kids. You take them to an amusement park and you see kids that have noise sensitivities for various medical problems, and they'll be wearing earmuffs. So even though these are really kind of thin, they come in a bunch of different colors. I got the gray ones because, you know, I don't need bright pink or bright red earmuffs. But even though they're really thin, they give you great noise protection. Now, if you combine these with some of these disposable earplugs, twist them in your fingers, stick them in your ears, put these on top, and even 12 gauge slugs indoors are not that bad. And for just going to the range with my buddies, going to an indoor range, these are definitely the way to go. These are probably the best, like, high reduction earmuffs that I wear. These are the only earmuffs that I'll wear at an indoor range, just shooting handguns, where I won't plug and muff up because the protection is so good on them. So that is ear protection, the ear protection that I use. I'm by no means an expert in noise and sound and ear protection and all of that, but these are things that I have found work really well for me. If you have things that work really well for you, I want you to put them down in the comments below so I can check them out, because I'm always looking for new cool safety equipment. So until next week, you guys be safe, take care of each other. Hey, thanks for watching Free Field Training on YouTube. While you're here, why don't you go check out one of our other videos, or you can head on over to the Patreon and see how you can get your name put on the videos like these fine folks listed over here. There's also some exclusive content on Patreon that just shows you kind of behind the scenes like you're seeing now. We'll see you guys next time.